My mother sent a text the night before my housewarming party. We won't make it. Your sister just moved as well. No phone call, no regret, just cold words glowing on the screen in a dark room. I forced a small smile, blew out the candles I had placed for them, and quietly closed the door on a celebration that would happen without their shadows. A week later, while cameras swept through my new coastal home for an HGTV feature, and suddenly my phone lit up like a storm, missed calls piling one after another. But that television moment was only the beginning. Before I tell you what happened afterward, let me ask. Have you ever been slowly erased by the people who were supposed to see you most clearly? When I was 8, Christmas mornings always began with the sharp click of my mother's heels and the warm scent of cinnamon drifting from the kitchen. My little sister Chloe would already be parked under the tree, ribbons knotted in her curls, grinning like sunrise belonged only to her. Open this one, darling, Mom would say, sliding a huge gold-wrapped box toward Chloe. I waited patiently for mine, always smaller, always set slightly apart. Inside, something useful. Wool socks. A plain journal. You love writing things down, she'd remind me gently, as though practicality was the highest form of love. At 10, Chloe twirled across the spring recital stage in a cloud of white tulle and pink satin ribbons. The audience roared. Dad hoisted her overhead and beamed, "That's my star." 7 days later I walked in clutching a first-place blue ribbon from the regional science fair, my solar-powered car built from plywood scraps and kitchen foil. I held it out, heart-thumping. Dad glanced over. "Nice job. Just don't stay up so late next time, okay?" Then he turned back to the game on television. By 12 I had learned that wanting attention was dangerous. When Chloe made varsity cheer, the house filled with balloons, restaurant dinners, brand new sneakers. When I scored in the 99th percentile on the state engineering entrance exam, Mom only said, "Good. Now help your sister with her essay later." It was never outright hatred, it was constant, gentle overlooking, like dust that quietly covers everything until the shape beneath disappears. I found refuge in the weathered shed behind the house, breathing in cedar shavings and old motor oil. There, on the concrete floor, I built my first real thing, a wobbly little side table with crooked legs and splintered edges. But it stood on its own. I ran my palm across the top and thought, nobody can claim they made this but me. That table moved with me everywhere after that. When I left for university on full scholarship, I left the framed family portraits behind but carried that scarred table instead. I refinished it in my dorm, hauled it up narrow stairs, used it as desk, drafting board, and foundation for every project that later became my career. People said Chloe was the heart of our family. Maybe. But I was the bones, unseen until something cracked. The text arrived on a Thursday while I was signing.
I can't tell all in the short story. For the full story, link below.